Yeah, let me medicate. I need something to get me in the right place of mind. No snakes hanging around any place of mine. I'm trying to build an empire, we in two different states of mind. I'm trying to escape the confines of my city limits, but shit get risky as making one of these shorties and misses. Gotta keep a low profile nowadays, I'm staying out the way, you single niggas. Wildin' with these low rates of retention, jumping at the first chance you get cause she showed you some attention. I love this life out the spotlight.
Sports management group called the Power Play Sports Group. And he also holds his own podcast called I Don't Make the Rules. Check him out.
Shout out to that, bro. I appreciate y'all for real. Definitely. And I gotta say shout out to Twan, because there's not a lot of people that I connect with that I feel energy from the jump. And when I texted you, bro, I was like, or when you texted me and then I responded, I instantly was like, this dude's hungry. Yeah, he's as hungry as me. So anybody as hungry as me, we gotta connect, bro.
Sure.
I'm starving.
Blessed to have you on, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. For real.
Well, I want you to speak about maybe giving us quick tips, because you know you got your own podcast. You know what I'm saying? So like, what can help us, make this something successful? Being that this is only your second episode and you got somebody like you on here. So
first of all, I want to start off by saying I appreciate y'all for thinking that. The thought process of thinking that y'all think I'm special, I love that, because I love y'all. You feel me for that? So yeah, that's a blessing. You feel me?
National name, man.
I appreciate that for real. But to add on to that, I'm gonna start off by saying shout out to Pierre Bacall. Without him, there will be no I Don't Make the Rules. That's my big brother. Not only is my big brother, he's the one dude who actually believed in me as far as the podcast situation. Because from a podcast situation, he originally he met with me for me to put the podcast for my players. Like I was like, yo, I'm meeting with you so we could create a podcast for my players. And Pierre was like, it was 5 minutes of the conversation, and he was like, nah, like not like fuck the players. It was like, it's got to be about you, because you're the heart of what's happening. So I never had somebody pour into me like Pierre did, like on some real brotherly stuff. Like I'm beyond grateful for Pierre, because like not only do Pierre help me with pushing me in the podcast world and stuff like that, that's my big brother, bro. Like he really look out for me in a lot of different ways. P, you know that. Pierre's big in the hotel industry, stuff like that. If it wasn't for Pierre, I wouldn't be here in Vegas right now. Pierre and Jeff, like for real, like I just had a kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to push my agency, like from a financial and a realistic standpoint. It just don't make sense for me to go to Vegas and try to be who I used to be. You know what I'm saying? And Pierre was the first person. Pierre and Jeff. Shout out to Jeff Aboud. Jeff Aboud is my attorney. But not only is Jeff Aboud my attorney, that's my big brother. His wife actually delivered my first child. And she's the #1 doctor in Michigan. One of the top doctors in the country. So shout out to Joelle. But they were the first two that told me you can't miss Vegas this year because you're too special.
National name, bro.
Yeah. I was actually on Friday, or this was Thursday night, I told Jeff and Pierre, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to Vegas. I got a ticket to go, everything like that, but God had made everything work for me, but I don't think it's in my heart to go because I got to be responsible. And because of those two men, they put not only so much powerful thought process into my head, but God was really leading them to be a voice in my life to tell me you can't miss Vegas. So my hero is Rich Paul. Shout out to
Cleveland.
Shout out Cleveland.
And Cleveland, this is for you. Oh.
So yeah. So my favorite player growing up was Allen Iverson, and just how I'm very much so similar to him with the unapologetic and stuff like that. Fast forward, LeBron James, the greatest player to ever play, stuff like that, But my dad introduced me to the game of basketball, and I love my dad for that. So that's really that,
So, I think I'm gonna say 8 episodes in on your podcast, right?
Realistically, so I'm glad you said that actually.
Okay.
I'm like 17 episodes in.
Okay, so we just waiting on more. Right?
Yeah, I really got only like 8 to 10 episodes uploaded because I'm such a stickler about letting certain things be dropped.
All right. Yeah.
So I got episodes that are never seen before with certain players that I'm gonna drop when their story actually is like. So John Ukamata, I love you, little brother. You mean the world to me. He played for the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
Summer League and stuff like that. Me and him got an episode, me, him, Mac Mansell, love you, little bro, where I did that episode prior to the prior season. And John Ukamata, this is before he even made, or this is a day after he made the Motor City Cruise as a tryout player. Okay. And then this is Mac Mansell as he's at UAD. Fast forward, we're looking at, what's this? It's July 12th, 2025. John Ukamata is in Summer League as one of the main players they're going to throw in the game. And Mac Mansell is a 6-figure player. You feel me?
You made it.
We done pretty good. And if I was Shedeur Sanders, I'd go like this.
No, show.
So, but I get the point. So, I got a lot of episodes similar to that I haven't dropped yet. Okay. Because I feel like God has a specific time for when those episodes have to drop. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So when I originally made that episode, it didn't have the same power that it do now. John called me yesterday. Don't get mad at me for saying this. John called me yesterday, right after his Summer League game. He said my hand's still shaking. You know, and I was in the middle. I was somewhere in the store in Vegas, and when he said that, I stopped what I was doing and it brought tears to my eyes because the world don't know. But on that episode, John Ukamata's dad died last February. And the first person you called was me. You feel me? And me and John created a plan for him to make the G League. And he made the G League. You know what I'm saying? And not only did he make the G League, he became a premier player. And he gets premier minutes. And he's their best defender. He's their best three-point shooter. He's their, you know, and John is the world to me. You know, so for that to happen and me not drop that episode is for me and him not to drop that episode. Because when I do drop that episode, the world gonna be like, wait, this episode was made in 2024, it's 2025, and now he's a standard NBA player. Right. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit that ain't been seen that people will see one day. But the shit that I didn't drop is because those people are too potent for their stories to be out to the world just yet.
So how important was that Tim Hardaway Sr. one? I was looking at that before I got on the plane a little bit. How important was that? I heard you talking about him a little earlier. You said, sorry, Tim Hardaway Sr.
Yeah. So I'm going to get into the one question later on.
Well, we can stop that now. It's Michael Jordan.
I know. I didn't even want to get into it.
We can stop. We can stop that right now. It's Michael Jordan in my eyes. I mean, Michael Jordan had the killer instinct. You know, people fear Michael Jordan. I tell you who really people fear more than they fear LeBron James. They fear Luka more than they fear LeBron James.
So for Tim, first of all, Tim, you better appreciate me for this because I love you, dog. Oh, well, OG. Tim Hardaway is from Chicago. And he come from like a grit and grind, beat your ass, like you get your ass beat to play basketball. Right. So like, I get why he say that, but he ain't had an opportunity to really see him, like, appreciate a nigga like LeBron.
Yeah, I feel like that's most Jordan fans. Yeah, they can't understand.
Let it go.
They can't.
And I think it's just like when we talk about basketball, we talk about anything. Like in our like universe, everything evolves. So it's like for me to sit here and say a player from the '90s is better than a dude like LeBron that came. It's just I don't know because I just know
1998, 1998.
Yeah,
the only nigga I would say that's better than a lot of other people from the '90s. DJ said tonight, Shaquille O'Neal. You know, Shaquille, that's Diesel. You feel me? Like he was dominant. You know.
That's why he'd be mad at Rudy ass.
Yeah, like Shaquille was dominant. You know, but other than other people, like this is no disrespect to Michael Jordan and stuff like that. I got people who's like, and within my network who's close with his family. I'm close with people that's close with Mike. So no disrespect to you, but like realistically, yo dunk package Malik Monk got. Yo 3-point percentage Malik Beasley had. Yo crossover I got.
Hey.
So come on now, Nate.
Hey,
come on now,
hey,
National
hey,
Nate.
So, I'm not knocking you.
I'm holding my tongue because he's saying everything.
I'm not trying to take it away from you. And Tim Hardaway Sr., I know you're gonna be mad when you see this or whatever, but like I'm just saying like the evolution of basketball, that's the respect of basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So like for instance, Allen Iverson was a killer. I loved Allen Iverson. I just told y'all, like I looked up to Allen Iverson. But now when I look at the game and I look at the evolution of it, Allen Iverson, I done seen him in person. That's how much taller he is. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, is the NBA really taking that many dudes that's me and your height
No, for sure.
to shoot a lot of twos
Not
and have
now.
an attitude?
Not now.
Nah, right now, not right now, right? Like, and Allen Iverson was a different beast, and I'm not taking that away from you whatsoever. You're great, but like, it's just evolution of everything.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because me and you, like, you training in basketball. To have an opportunity to train in basketball and get a college player, not even just a D2, D1, just a JUCO player.
No, that's a fact.
15 years ago, you was a special dude.
No, yeah, definitely.
Now, I can post an Instagram clip. I get every JUCO dude in the world and be known as the JUCO, trainer.
JUCO whisperer.
The JUCO whisperer, exactly. So like that's the evolution with some like social media and stuff, So I think with social media you get to see a lot of different stuff and stuff like that, and there's no way in hell MJ is better than LeBron James.
No. Thank you for ending on that.
Case assured.
So next question. Thank you for ending on that. I want to talk about sport management.
Yeah.
So you got your Power Play Sports Group.
Yeah.
So how early are you starting the recruiting process, and like why are you starting it so early? I know that you got some younger people on there as well.
Yeah.
Why is it important to start it at such an early age?
Well, y'all probably gonna think I'm shouting out a lot of people, and I am.
Hey,
That's
I'm
fine.
all for giving people their flowers. I'm all for giving people respect. So, like I said, it's your show, bro.
My youngest dude in power play is Jordan McDaniel. He an 8th grader going to 9th grade. You're a motherfucking killer, little brother, and I love you. I do for you. And shout out to Greg McDaniels, because you know what you mean to me, like from a father figure standpoint. That's the youngest dude in power play.
Yeah.
Jordan McDaniels is the #1 player in the country.
That's probably the person I was looking at when
Yeah.
I see the little dude.
Yeah, he's the #1 player in the country. As far as 8th graders going to 9th grade. And I never wanted to deal with players that young, like ever. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
You've been asking me about like training and stuff. I think like from K through 6, really like whenever they start touching the basketball until like the 6th, 7th grade, it should be all like fun, like learning the fundamentals, learning everything about the game, because it's so much. Like when you make that transition to middle school to high school, like especially I remember like me and John playing like from 7th grade to 8th grade, like it was 2 players on your school team that they can only play together in AAU. Like that was a big thing. Like that's when the game becomes serious now. Like politics start getting involved. So I'm not mad at like an 8th grader because they kind of in that area like high school next year. So I mean, is it really too early?
Let me throw this out there. A lot of people don't know this. Jordan, the #1 boxer in the state of Michigan. He can't even get fights because he whooping so many kids out. You feel me? If you look at any player that I've ever added to power play, it's not because they're good at one thing at basketball. So when you look at Trevion Williams, shout out to Sensational. I love you, bro. Love you, little bro. The whole 9. This dude's godfather of my child. I got 2 godfathers of my kid, and we got 2 godmothers, because we got one godmother and godfather that's always traveling, which is Trey and Lizzie. Lizzie's a doctor. She's a travel doctor, and Trey is obviously one of the best girls, big men. And then we got our people that's at the crib, that's Jake and D. But Trevion Williams, amazing kid, right? But like overall, like when you look at the sculpture of some of these players and stuff like that, you want to look at the character and how they're good at more than one thing, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And Trevion Williams got music on Apple.
Okay.
And he better than a lot of y'all favorite artists. And I'm not saying that because that's my guy. I'm saying that because that's how many streams and shit he got, right? And so there's no player in power play that I look at that's just like, you can't be a one-shot pony for me. Because when you come to Nate Hairston, like me, I play the drums on Sunday. I played the drums since I was 3 years old. And every Baptist church in the city of Detroit. my uncle is Donald Craig, one of the greatest organists to ever step foot in the city. I play with him. He taught me how to play the drums. So I get paid on Sundays to play the drums if I want to. That's completely different from being a sports manager. And then I can go to the hood and be with my dad and tell you how to fix a tire on the car. And then I go to the suburbs and be the Nate Hairston that y'all know. And then I can go down to the east side. You feel me? Like you gotta be a jack of all trades to be a part of what we doing.
That was gonna lead me into the question. Like, I feel like, for myself, I feel like I'm kind of in that boat of being like, having a jack of all trades. Like, do you think people can sometimes, lessen their potential greatness if they are a jack of all trades, or do you feel like, you should be really good at one thing and then it's crazy?
I think if you're really good at one thing, you're a loser. Look at me saying that. If you're really good at one thing, you're a loser. Because if that one thing gets taken away from you, you have nothing to do with it. Prime example of that would be COVID.
Yeah.
If you're really good at one thing during COVID, which is basketball, right? We didn't know if it was going to be a basketball season for another 2 years,
Hey,
right?
shout out that bubble though.
Right. Hey, shout out to the bubble, but hey, before it was a bubble, we didn't know if it was basketball.
No, that's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? So if you're only good at one thing, then where's your mind gonna go when that one thing becomes tart to you? You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm really good at dealing with basketball and stuff like that, but at the end of the night, I'm still a person. So last night, I was sick of dealing with basketball. My fiance called me, and I had to be a person. And when I was a person, I had to remember that I love talking about animals and shit like that. So I was on the phone talking with my girl about the animal shows and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that, right? So that's what that is. You know what I mean? You can't. If you're a jack of all trades, then you're only building your resume, bro, and that's how you're special. Side note to that, I see your wristbands. Is that you, dog?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Legacy Phi Fraternity Incorporated, best fraternity in the world. I'm leave it at that.
You wanna hear it? You wanna hear the crazy part? If I would have dropped out of college, shout out to you, Pops, my granddad, I would have been a cue dog. I would have been barking at people. But I had to let it go. I said ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass to be their friend. You feel me?
I ain't said nothing. That's all I gotta say, but no, I got something else to say to you about the laugh thing.
Right.
I went down your Instagram.
Right.
Posted this on this pod. So
Okay, cool.
2014, you took a picture with Klay Thompson.
Yep.
What you think about the moves the Magic making? What you think about Cooper Flag?
Okay, it's crazy. We just had this conversation. So I took a picture of Klay Thompson in 2014.
Yo.
Klay Thompson's mama sat next to me at the Pistons game that night, and she was talking to me the whole night about her son with me out. At that time, Klay Thompson was like the 8th man. Klay Thompson, I hope you see this. Yeah, so he like the 8th man. That night he dunked on Kyle Singler. I hope Kyle Singler was finding Jesus, because he did deal with some stuff, you know. Jesus got you, bro, if you see this. He dunked on Kyle Singler that night. I remember I was sitting next to his mama, and his mama was talking to me because during the middle of the Pistons game, I was brushing my hair. Like literally, like brushing my hair the whole time, you know. I was watching the game on some chill shit. I was like 16, 17 years old. I'm trying to get my waves going, you know. And she said, you brush your hair so much just like my son. I said, who's your son?
Who's your son?
It was Randall, it was your son. And it was Klay Thompson. And at that time, Lindsey Hunter Sr. was the assistant coach of the Golden State Warriors with Mark Jackson. Shout out to you, Big Lynn. You my dog. I love you to death. Lindsey Hunter Jr., I'm gonna kick your ass when I see you.
Alright.
You gotta throw that out there. Alright. But anyway, point is after the game, a lot of players came out, whatever, and she was like, "You gotta be my son." Keep in mind, I don't know who the hell her son is. Right. I'm like 17, just trying to get my waves coming in. Right. You know what I'm saying? After the game, but being Klay Thompson. And he walked up like, "What's good, bro?" Dapped me up. It was super cool. And I'm 28 years old. That happened in 2014. 2025. Klay Thompson, you are my second favorite player of all time.
That's crazy.
Like you are my second favorite player of all time.
A lot of people say that.
And not only are you my second favorite player of all time because of like the way you play basketball, but the way you approach the game, and you was just like, all right, it was a video that came out when the Warriors, like it was playing, but he was missing a lot of shots. He said, I'm in the NBA to get paid to shoot shots. So when they go in, y'all gonna love me, but when they don't go in, you're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna continue to shoot regardless.
Yeah.
Right? And when he said that video, I got to save it on my phone because it reminded me, it was like at this time, he a $200 million guy, but I met him when he was just a rookie.
Right.
And in my mind, it was like me as a sports manager, a rep, and a future agent, NBA, y'all, I'm on y'all ass. It was just like one of them things where it was like, Klay Thompson just inspired me, bro. And I was like, there's no way he can't be my second favorite player of all time. Not only has he been successful, but he's been successful being himself.
Best off the catch shooter the game has ever seen.
Ever.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So you got anything else you want to add before we go?
I just appreciate you coming, man. Like, I think it's funny because me and Brandon, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put you on with a whole bunch of people. And he's like, I got this guy named Nate. And I kind of, like you said, but like how we hit it off, but I had texted you. And, you know, like, we all call each other and stuff as friends. Like, mind you, I just met him over text. He's like, I'm about to call you. He's like, no, I'm about to FaceTime you. I FaceTime you, and we just having a whole conversation. Like, that definitely, like, just opened my eyes to, like, the person you are, the type of man you are.
Yeah.
I definitely respect the hell out of you, brother.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, man, because, like, I mean, even today, like, you know, we had a situation trying to locate a gym.
Yeah.
Texted Nate, like, I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it. So, much love, man. Sure, bro. For
Hey,
sure.
the crazy part is, the day that Brandon connected me with you was, if I'm correct, it was like around December, January time.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a little bit.
It was a little like maybe like February. I think we were still in the season.
Yeah,
So I think
I was in season.
Yeah.
But I know I was in season, but what makes it crazy is the simplicity that when we connected, it was like the same day I had a doctor's appointment for my daughter.
Right.
And and I told everybody like don't call me today. I average like 80 phone calls a day, bro. You know, I was like, don't call me today. And that was the one phone call I took. So, you know, I appreciate you, bro, like for real. And for this podcast here, where we in, I want the podcast here, bro. You gotta be power play one day, bro. We run our shit like a real estate agency.
So
you got your own shit, but
we're talking.
you know what I mean? But we're gonna talk for sure. But you a killer, bro. And we love Lab Rats, and we love what he doing, bro. You keep saying it's my show. Nah, this ain't my show, bro. This your shit. You feel me? You invited me here. The scenery, everything else, bro, is them. So y'all tap in for they shit. You feel me? Y'all own something special, bro. For real. And I appreciate y'all for having me. For real.
Thanks,
For real, bro.
Got National Nate on, man.
Yes, sir.
Tune in
You
to
know
the
it.
second episode of Lab Rats and Loaded Mind.
Yep.
Check him out.
Yes, sir.